and welcome back. Hello to T is for Temidayo. Today is January 4th, 2026. It is 2:04 p.m. Today is day 35 of 365 days of T for me. Let's get started. Okay, here we go. 2 pumps. And supposedly my prescription will be available for pickup tomorrow. They better be right, because, like I said, it's getting kind of low. I might have to actually ask the friends. Okay, I'll text one of my friends to see if they have any T-gel they can run me. In the meantime, or we'll just like take a day off. Or maybe starting tomorrow, we'll do single pumps just to keep it kind of whatever, while we wait for them to refill the prescription. Okay, we'll do that tomorrow. Anyway, let's do this. We're gonna put this today on our glutes because, like I said, one, I've been growing my big fat non-binary booty, and also two, I've been doing some exercises, some high intensity interval trainings, aka HIIT exercises, and they have been lately, the past couple of days, they've been very glute heavy. So I just want to, if I can give my glutes a little bit of support and encouragement, I will do that. Here we go. On the glutes. On the glutes. We're putting this on the glutes. Oh. As you can see today, I did not come straight from a yoga practice. So I'm not completely zened out like I was yesterday, which is valid and wonderful and lovely, and I love doing it. But today, the energy's a little bit different. It's a lot of gel. We're just gonna move it around. Any leftovers gonna go, of course, on the abdomen. All right, that's it. We are done. While that dries, let's sing. Let's sing. Okay, so it's been a minute. It's probably been like a month since I sang, and I feel like it feels good to be doing these body scans actually more spaced out while my body's just getting used to the hormones being in there. And then I feel like as the changes start to happen more quickly, we'll do more frequent body scans as feels like necessary. I will say two things about some body changes that I have been noticing before we get into the singing. The first one being, I just feel like a little more moist. Like I'm prone to more sweating. I'm prone to more accumulations of like wetness everywhere in my creases, in my crevices, in my more intimate places in my body. And I'm like, exactly. I'm like, yay, and also like, ugh. I don't like feeling like super like moist. I like to be moisturized. That's not the same thing. And I like to be hydrated. That's not the same thing. I'm talking about that sort of like you just feel like you're kind of sweaty all the time, which is par for the course. I know that that's coming. I knew that was coming, and here it is. So there's that. Also, if I put on any sort of like T gel in the same place 2 days in a row, maybe the acne, the little pimples, the little bumps, little bits of acne. They're coming for me. And these, they kind of have subsided, but they're also holding steady. I think, with my skincare routine, it just like is gonna be okay because I'm also doing it at such a low dose right now, giving my body time to acclimate. And baby, they have not gone nowhere. So actually, they have subsided a little bit, but like they're small and steady. All right, let's sing. No, I feel like I was talking to a friend of mine the other day, and I think the best way to explain like what my voice is feeling like right now is that when I wake up in the morning, when you wake up next to her, okay, when I wake up in the morning, I feel like my morning voice is lasting longer throughout the day. You wake up in the morning, your voice is like, hello, good morning, everybody. I feel like that resonance is lasting well into the afternoon. And that's, I think, is the best way I can explain it right now. I'm sure if I like start listening to some of the earlier videos, I'll be able to see it even more clearly. But I've made us all wait long enough. So let's sing. First, we're gonna start with a sort of lip trill, down, up, and then up, down. Here we go. Okay. I feel like for a first go with no warm up, that's pretty chill. My chest voice is feeling very solid right now, like solidly in the chest voice. Hello, hello, hello. The resonance is there. I think my head voice is doing okay. My falsetto is going to be an interesting place. Let's see what that sounds like. Okay, see, then I have to get into my little head, which is fine. As long as I'm keeping the range, I'm okay to go. I think the lower register is going to be interesting. So let's see if we've got any sort of like low voice right now. Here we go. I've been walking in the same way as I did, and missing out the cracks in the pavement, and trotting my heels and strutting my feet. Is there anything I can do for you, dear? Is there anyone I could call? No, and thank you, please, madame. I ain't lost, just wandering. All right. It's not too bad. It's low, it's there. It's not super loud, which has been true. Oh, hello. It's not super loud, which has been true for a while. Like I've always had some sort of lower register, but it's quite muted. I think I'm getting a little bit more comfortable being down there for longer and being lower than I have been before. And there's still some room to grow. So I want to make sure that I'm also like, as much as I want to keep my upper register, I also want to allow my lower register to expand and feel comfortable using the same techniques that I've had to be able to just like utilize my lower register as technically as possible. All right, let's sing another song. Let's sing another song. Good to know the whistle tone is still there. It's always best when I don't think about it. If I start thinking about it, then my body's like, "What are you doing?" Um, okay, so we said we were gonna do the arpeggio, the solfege song from The Sound of Music, which goes like this: Do, do, a deer, a female deer, ray, a drop of golden sun. Me, a name I call myself, far a longer way to run. So, a needle pulling thread, la, a note to follow, so. Tea, a drink with jam and bread, that will bring us back to do, 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 do. Okay, so right around fa, I felt like I was starting to feel a little crackiana. A little crackiana. A little, what is it? Far a longer way to run. Which makes sense because it's like right in my like mixy belt, which I've always had, an interesting relationship to, so that's not a surprise to me. But if that's gonna be where the Craquianas live, then I'll like be on the lookout for making sure that that feels good to me. What else? What else? What else? What else? Yeah, no, that feels good. That feels better than I was expecting it to. And I'm excited about that. Yay! Yay! I feel like when I did this last time there last month, I was also on the precipice of getting sick and I didn't know it yet. And I was thinking that my vocal folds were getting very thick very quickly, but it might have also just been some inflammation because of the impending sickness. So this feels much more like the voice that I have known for the last decade or so, which is great. Which is great! I'm so excited. I'm so excited to have this voice. I love my voice. I love the sound of it. I love the way that it resonates. I love the way that it makes people feel. I love the way that it makes me feel. And I'm excited to keep on hearing it mature and transform. As you know, the voice will always change. That is a part of the living and the aging and the joy of aging. So I just get to be a part of how that voice transforms, and that is the incredible blessing. That is tea. Yes! On that note, thank you so much for watching if you made it this far in the video. And as always, I will see you tomorrow for another day of 365 days of tea for me. This is TisforTemidayo signing up for the day. I love you. See you tomorrow. Bye.